Okay. Hi, everyone. All right. Thanks for joining us on our Honeybees Monday night team call. We've got an awesome call with a super special guest tonight, Justin Gaita of Push Fitness here in Mamaroneck. And we're super excited to have him on the call with us tonight. And we're really excited to be partnered with Justin and with Eddie at Push Fitness. Their philosophies are really in line with ours as well, and our core four principles of, that health is not just about fitness and exercise, but it's really about nutrition. It is about fitness. It's also about, staying hydrated, drinking enough water, and being, well rested and getting enough sleep. And I know tonight Justin's going to go over a lot of this for us, and some tips and tools and some things that we can, learn from and take away from to help ourselves and also help our customers have a better customer experience as well. So I encourage you to maybe take some notes, and Justin will, if we've got some time, he'll take some questions at the end as well. And he's going to do a screen share. So Justin, I'm going to turn it over to you. And when you're ready, just share away and we're going to just go through your presentation. And thank you again for taking the time to be with us tonight.
All right. Very good. Thank you, Danielle. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to talk to you guys. I appreciate you guys having me out here. Juice Plus has been a great addition in my life, especially, and in the gym as well. It definitely carries over on both fronts. I know that I've been taking my capsules for a while now, and I feel the benefits, and I feel that I found myself getting into a routine, not getting sick, which I know this time of year everybody tends to have that as an issue. But what I like to do is I like to give people a rundown on the importance of health and wellness. And I see a lot of people throughout the week, throughout the month, and a lot of times I see clients on a regular basis, and I just try and preach to them everything that they're doing in the gym is only a small window. And what they need to do is they need to carry it on outside of the gym. And that goes with nutrition. That goes with getting outside, getting other forms of exercise other than just working out in the gym. So, like I said, I'd be happy to answer questions at the end. I'm sure there'll be a bunch of stuff that I cover, a bunch of stuff that I don't cover. So I don't mind, answering anything that you guys have. So without further ado, I will just go through my presentation and we'll go from there. Okay. All right. Okay, so how are we doing? Everybody sees the presentation? All right, good stuff. So I'll start it off with the importance of health and wellness in everyday life. And, what that means is being able to find balance between exercise, diet, nutrition, social, family life, everything. It goes on the full gambit of things. And the importance of knowing what you're doing towards your body is going to help you become a better person, a better mother, a better parent, and a better friend. And the more you become well, the more it's a carryover effect, and the more things that you'll start to see happening around you. Okay, so my first slide, I start off with a little bit of a joke. I say it's kind of like a never-ending staircase. You find yourself creating new habits, creating bad habits, and just you feel like you're going around in a circle, and you feel like you're never reaching those goals that you want to look for. And obviously, I turn into the Stairmaster at the gym, which literally is a never-ending staircase. So I try and have some fun with it. I try and be a little bit lighthearted with teaching people that it's not super, super daunting once you have the information and once you learn the steps to take, that if you break it down into a simple process, you'll find yourself, getting the results that you're looking for. So just a little bit about myself. I am the head trainer over at Push Fitness. I'm a certified strength coach. I played rugby in college. And so I have experience, being an athlete, knowing to be in tune with my body and knowing what it takes to perform. And I know that if I go into a race or a competition ill prepared, I know that I'll feel the effects of it. So figuring out how to balance exercise, sleep, nutrition, all that comes together. And, that's my goal. My goal is to explain to other people that it's easy once you get on a program. And, I do like the Juice Plus program. I know you guys are shredding away. And that's exactly what it takes. It takes that consistency. And, as you guys can see right there, consistency is king. I like how you guys are constantly posting things, constantly sharing things with friends, constantly working together in a group, because that's what I preach. I preach being able to balance out and have other people help you and have everybody be on the same path, because the more people who work together, the more you're going to see what you need to see. Okay. So I broke it down to 3 tiers, and it starts with keeping it simple. And I'll go over each slide as I continue forward, but it's keeping it simple, managing realistic goals, and keep on moving. And I try and tell people, as cliche as it may be, but it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. If you find yourself setting a goal for that 10-day shred, okay? Once you hit that 10 days, then what happens? Are you going to fall off the wagon? Are you going to go back to your bad habits? Or are you going to keep going forward and progressing? So that's what I want to tell people. If you enjoy every day waking up, ooh, I made a new shake today. Ooh, I tried a new recipe. You're enjoying the destination. You're not thinking about, oh, is the 10th day over yet? You're thinking about, hey, I learned something new. I tried something new. And guess what? I'm feeling good about it. So those are the 3 things: is keeping it simple, because you can't cloud your judgment with too many facts. That's my job as a trainer, is to educate people and to sift through all the information out there and break it down into small little pieces so people can just take it and absorb it. Managing realistic goals is about picking things that are attainable. I'm not going to say, oh, I'm going to lose 20 pounds in 10 days, because I know that that's not going to happen. I want to pick something that says, okay, I'm not necessarily going to focus on losing weight, but I'm going to focus on having more energy. I'm going to focus on feeling good. I'm going to focus on other things that are attainable other than just losing weight. And then the 3rd tier is to keep on moving. If you're constantly active, it's a snowball effect. The snowball starts small and grows and grows and grows. Okay. And I'll discuss further. So I like to start off with my cute little picture of a guy burning the candle at both ends, because I see it time and time again. People jump into things very quickly. So there's two versions I have here. They can have really good exercise. They can work really hard in the gym. They can sweat for hours on end, but then they go home and have a poor diet. So that's the 2 ends of that. And again, the quicker you burn that candle, the quicker my little guy is going to burn his fingers. So we don't want that. We want quality fitness, but we want a good diet to go along with it. And then the other side of that is overwork. So if you're working really, really hard in the gym, you're exercising, you're doing what you need to do, but at the same time, you're also barely eating anything, you're not giving yourself enough nutrients, and you think, oh, I need to starve myself, I need to not eat, I need to do whatever I can to lose the weight as quickly as possible. Again, that candle is going to get very small very quickly. So it is about balance. It is about finding, how do I figure out, how can I exercise at a normal amount and eat a normal amount that's not overdoing either. We're not good multitaskers, as much as, I did see, a few of you guys either in the car or, sitting at home. There'll probably be a lot of distractions. The kids may be running around, but if we see one of those distractions, that's going to take us off of our main focus. So we need to figure out how to focus on one thing and then move on to the next. So if I'm going to give this presentation tonight, I want to give you guys my full attention. I don't want to have the TV on in the background. I don't want to have music. I don't want to be distracted. And that carries over to a lot of other things. But like it says in the slide, the more we carry, the more stressed we become. Okay? So managing realistic goals. I touched on this a little bit. If you define the outcome and work backwards, like you guys are doing with the Shred 10, you know that it's 10 days. It's realistic. You're saying, hey, look, in 10 days, I can slow down a little bit. I don't have to go as aggressive. I don't have to, you're not saying, oh, I'm going to be super aggressive for 6 weeks. I'm not doing something so long and so unattainable. I'm doing something and I'm seeing what I can do each day. So you have to have a calendar. You have to keep a journal. You have to see the progress. You have to know and give yourself a pat on the back when you're doing something good, because the more you see results, the more you see the fruition, everything happening, the more you're going to be like, hey, this is good. This is exactly how I want it to feel. So you pick an event to train for, basically, what you guys are working on right now. And then setting little reminders as well, i.e. a Fitbit, basically having something on your wrist that says, hey, get up and move, or just something to keep you on track. Did you get your 10,000 steps today? Did you go to the gym? Did you do yoga? Did you breathe? Did you do all those things? And then meal prep obviously is crucial, because if you find yourself hungry, it's already too late, because you're going to give into your urges and you're going to overindulge, when if you knew you had a meal coming, you'd be better off waiting for that meal. Okay. So I put up a picture of what it looks like to have a calendar or have a journal of your exercise program. Now, I don't put it up there to scare you guys and think, oh my God, there's so much going on right here. What's happening? All it really is 2 weeks and it's 7 days. Okay. Day 1 is strength. Day 2 is cardio. Now, if you notice on day 4, I put up there a brisk walk for 20 minutes and a stretch. Now, that's not a hard workout. That's not a high intensity interval training. But what I did was I put it up there because it gives you the benefit of knowing that you did something that day. If I would have just left that blank, of course you're going to go for a walk. I mean, who doesn't go for a walk when it's beautiful out? But knowing that you did something is self-rewarding. You'll feel better knowing that there were no blanks in your calendar. Every day you did a little something to get towards your goal. Okay. Now, again, a meal plan is, it's going to look different for everybody. This was a little sample of what I did. I work out a lot, I'm on my feet all day long. So I do need a lot of protein. I do need, a lot of food, a lot of calories, because I'm burning them. So what my meal plan is not going to look like what someone else's meal plan looks like, but it's still a plan. It's still broken down. It's still clear, and it's still concise of what I have to do. Okay. And then the third tier is to keep on moving. And, Newton said it best, obviously, a body in motion tends to stay in motion. So if you're feeling good, you're going to be doing chores around the house. You're going to have more energy. You're going to need to do the laundry. You're going to need to, meal prep for your kids. You're going to need to do everything that you need to do. And if you're preparing your food for yourself and you prepare for your family and you prepare for other people, it's all happening at once, and it's better to do it in a large all at once than to break it up over time, because you're going to have all the ingredients out in front of you. You're going to have the food cleaned and cooked and everything ready to go. So give yourself that time, that allotment, and it'll make yourself a lot better off, throughout the week. And then the importance of flexibility, being able to realize that things are going to happen. You didn't have a protein bar in your pocketbook. You didn't have it in your pocket. You went 4 hours without eating. Those are things that are going to happen. Your kids got sick, so you had to run and go pick them up. But you have to realize that it's not the end of the world. You're not going to fall back on your old habits. You just have to say, I'm going to take this in stride. It's just a minor speed bump, and I'm going to get back to where I was, yesterday or earlier today. I was at the restaurant and I ate some French fries. Like, you can't beat yourself up about it. You have to realize that life is a long-term effect, and just beating yourself over 3 French fries you're not going to succeed that way. So good. The power of emotions. Obviously, your mind is a powerful thing, and that's what helps us make all our decisions. Now, I know for a fact that when I'm hungry, I don't make good decisions. I'm angry. I'm irritable. Even with alcohol, when I put those things in my body, the next day I'm grumpy. I'm lethargic. So knowing that if I'm getting my fruits and vegetables, I'm getting the vitamins and minerals, I'm getting all those things, it's a carryover effect. It's going to help me feel better. That's going to help me make better decisions. And that's going to help me be a better person. So you have to be mindful and you have to be aware of that. You don't realize that there's alcohol hangovers, but there's also food hangovers. You can eat a cheeseburger and French fries, and all that oil and fat is going to sit in your stomach. It's not going to digest well. And you are going to be grumpy. You are going to be lethargic, like I said. And being aware of that and knowing that, wow, I had a protein shake for breakfast. I had a light salad for lunch. Like I said, you have that increased energy. You have that lightness on your mind, and you feel better about it. So knowing the importance of success, like I said, pat yourself on the back when you did a good job. And you see in that journal 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, all of a sudden it keeps adding up. And, those pants are feeling a little bit looser. You have something to be proud of. And don't take that for granted. Don't realize that, oh, okay, I only lost 1 pound. I'm trying to lose 5. That 1 pound wasn't easy to lose. You had to prepare yourself for it. You had to meal prep. You had to do a lot of work for that 1 pound. So be aware of it, be proud of yourself, and give yourself credit, because there's other people who aren't doing what you're doing. There's other people who are out there and they're not putting in the hard work, and they don't deserve that credit. You deserve it. Motivation, just it can come in many forms. It can come from a friend. It can come from a personal trainer. It can come from a gym. It can come from support. But what you realize is, just like anything, motivation will run out. I don't wake up every morning going, "Ooh, I'm going to run a marathon today." No. I need to watch motivational videos. I need to hear someone, chipping me on the back saying, "Hey man, do 10 more push-ups, do 20 more push-ups." So it runs out and you just have to refill it. It's just like refilling a water bottle. Refill that motivation day in and day out. Leave little notes for yourself. Hey, I looked good in a bathing suit 12 months ago. Let's make that happen again. Okay, and then the last one, pairing. This one's one of my favorites. I really like telling people about this because it's pairing something that you don't want to do with something that you do want to do. So, for example, something as simple as the treadmill. Okay, I don't want to get on the treadmill. It's boring. I'm going to feel like I'm on it forever. So if you pair it with watching a Netflix show, watching your favorite show, bring your iPad with you. If you have work to do your work on the treadmill. So boom, you just did something that you want to do with something that you didn't want to do. And, it makes for a lot more success. So if you're listening to good music, I know as soon as I put on a good tune, all of a sudden I know that the system's rolling, the ball is rolling, and it's like, okay, I'm going to get things done today. So I look at people and I say, well, so what's stopping you? What's getting in the way? Why have you been on this never-ending staircase? Why do you feel like you're not attaining the goals that you want to attain? And I don't say you have to give me those answers, because each and every one of you has your own challenges and your own obstacles. Nobody wakes up every day with, no pressures and no stress. Everybody has that. But figuring out how to become someone who doesn't let all those stresses weigh you down, and being positive. So I love my boy Arnold. He quotes it best. You can have results or excuses, but not both. So it's plain and simple. You can sit there and say, well, I was going to have a shake today. I was going to have a salad, but the cat, I don't know, whatever excuse you can have. The cat ate my lettuce. That's silly, but whatever it is. Don't make excuses. Just do it day in and day out, and feel good when you make those accomplishments. This is a before and after. Obviously, everybody likes to see success stories. Everybody likes to see that it can be done. This is a good friend of ours at the gym. obviously you can tell by the picture that this didn't happen overnight. It was a decision that he made, and I don't like talking too much about this picture because that's not me. I want him to talk about it. I want you guys to get out there and talk to people who have had their own success stories. I'm not going to sit here and say he did this for this reason or he did that for that reason. That's on him. Whatever clicked inside his mind was something special. And you need to realize that when it clicks, that's when the magic happens. That's when all of a sudden there's no turning back. You know, I know a lot of times people will say, well, I lost 10 pounds, but I've lost 10 pounds before and I keep gaining it back. It keeps coming back on. Well, first of all, those are negative emotions, and you have to rid yourself of those negative emotions because the power of positivity. If you say, I lost 10 pounds, I feel fucking awesome, and I'm going to keep feeling awesome, then it's going to stay off. But if you constantly doubt yourself and say, this might not last, you know, I don't want to tell anybody about it. No, be proud, get on the top of the mountain and scream to the top of the world. Hey, look at that smile on my face. I'm happy. I did what I needed to do, and I'm going to keep doing it because I know what it feels like to be successful. Okay. And then just a few industry tips. I like to little joke, my little kittens holding each other, because if you surround yourself with support, you're on a journey together. Nobody wakes up every day and says, oh, I just want to sit at home today and not talk to anybody. That's a problem because it's not allowing you to work with other people. It's not allowing you to build off of the success of other people. It's not allowing you to figure out how to get over those obstacles and get over those hurdles. People really want to help. I love talking to people. As you can tell, I could talk. What time is it? You know, we can keep going all night, but I won't keep you guys. I know your time is precious, but I enjoy talking about it. I enjoy trying to meet people out in everyday life and say, hey, what are you doing to make yourself better today? And it doesn't have to be nutrition. It doesn't have to be exercise, but what are you doing to be a better person? And 9 times out of 10, if you are exercising and you are getting healthy and you are putting fruits and vegetables in your body, you will want to do other things. You will want to learn a new language. You will want to, read 3 books in 3 months. It really has that carryover effect. And so just finishing up with this slide, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. You see it time and time again in the pros. The NFL, I'm sure some of you guys hopefully watched some of those games yesterday. There were some good games. All those guys are super, super talented. But what you don't always see is all the hard work that they're putting in day in and day out. They took their God-given talent, but they didn't just stop there. There's a ton of people who took their God-given talent and didn't work hard, and they're not in the pros. These guys are talented and they work hard. It's their job. They get paid to put on a show. They get paid to wake up every day and train for X amount of hours, put in the right nutrients into their body, and to put on the show when it's time for game time. So that breaks it down. That's the importance of hard work. And then, yeah. And so that, that pretty much sums it up. Obviously we're at Push Fitness. We're down here in Mamaroneck, and we're here to spread knowledge. We're here to educate people because, like I said, coming in for 1 hour is not going to get the results that you need. You need to have the full balance, the full scale of nutrition, sleep, social, all those aspects. And, being well balanced is a really, really key factor. So that brings me to the end of my slides. Like I said, I didn't want to be too long. I hope I didn't bore you guys. I hope nobody's sleeping over there.
That was perfect.
Good.
Thank you so much. You can stop the screen share and then we can go ahead and see everyone's beautiful faces again. And I took a lot of notes down, and I love the whole carryover effect that you talk about. And I think that's so true. And I've seen it in my own life. When you start to get, your health back on track and your fitness and your nutrition and everything back on track, it does carry over into other areas of your life and wanting to start, doing things better and being the best you can be and all that good stuff. And certainly this time of year when it's January and, New Year's resolution, everyone is looking to like start over. Everyone's probably looking at their own lives and where can I, improve upon.
Being positive is super contagious. If even smiling is super contagious. When you look at someone and make eye contact with them and you smile, what are they going to frown back at you? No, they're going to smile. So I love when I see your guys' posts online. It's good stuff. I mean, there's a lot of bad stuff going on in the world. We see it all the time. But it's a monkey on your back. Everybody's dealing with it. You're not the only one. Everybody has stress. So be positive and let that carry over.
And consistency is king. I love that. We usually say consistency is key, but I like consistency is king. So I'm going to start using that.
Top of the ladder is the king.
And before it gets too much later, I just want to ask if anybody does have any questions for Justin. He's willing to stay on a little bit and ask, or if you want to just chime in with what you thought of tonight, takeaways, like feel free to unmute yourself. And whoever, yeah.
I just wanted to say, I don't have any questions, but that was like a really great presentation, Justin. And I took 1.5 pages of notes myself. So thank you for sharing.
Awesome. Thank you, Lisa.
Yeah, Justin, it's me. You see me over there? You did a great job. That was like more than amazing. A lot of information I know we could all use. My thing for you is maybe you can just say a few things about, say somebody doesn't work out at the gym. Like, look at me. I mean, I've been there. I think it's almost going to be a year that I've been at Push Fitness. And I started out never working out not really working out like that. I mean, I did a few classes here and there at Equinox, and so really started from scratch. And, you've helped me come a long way. So what would you say to somebody who wants to start, but they're afraid to go into a gym and see all that equipment and not know what a sumo squat is and, that kind of thing,
Absolutely. Chris Ann, well, thank you for saying that. And I'll be the first one to admit it. You are a rock star. You've really taken this on. And there's days when Chris Ann is hurting, she doesn't want to come in, but she does it anyway. And that's a huge thing because, like I said, you can have injuries, you can have stresses, but not letting that get in your way. And Chris Ann is the first person that I would say is day in and day out, she's there. She is the picture of consistency. And it is intimidating. And that's why I put up little pictures of kittens to show you guys that's not that intimidating. It's a support system and an educated trainer. Like I said, I don't mind if people don't come into Push Fitness. I love it if you guys do, but I know there's different avenues out there. I know that cross training is not for everybody. I know that running is not for everybody, but what I do as a trainer is I try and give guidance. I try and break it down and educate people. So when they come in for a first initial consultation, they ask me questions and they get overwhelmed. But I say, hey, look, we're going to do my tier system. We're going to keep it simple. We're going to manage realistic goals. And we're not going to throw you into the fire, okay? We're just going to light a little match and let that match grow until you're ready for the fire. But that was a great question. And I see a lot of people, you see the posts online, and unfortunately, Facebook and social media is just one picture. It's just one video. It's just one image. People aren't getting the full story. And I wish I could tell people the full story more often, because that's I would say that's the hardest obstacle to overcome, is getting the image of, hey, look, this isn't something that is never ending. This isn't that Stairmaster. This isn't something that you can't start tomorrow. It's something that is attainable, but you have to be willing to be open. If you go into a room and you're closed off and you don't want to talk to new people, you're not going to talk to anybody. But if you go in, you smile, you make eye contact, someone's going to talk to you before you even have to talk to them. So it's just that open mind attitude that I like to tell people is come in with an open mind and I'll fill it. I'll fill that mind with as much knowledge as you want.
Right. And that's great. And just, take a step, be open and take a step. I love that. Surround yourself with supportive people, like you mentioned, supportive community.
And the beauty of nutrition is, and the Juice Plus capsules and the fruits and vitamins and minerals, is people can take that step in the privacy of their own home. They can start that journey without feeling like somebody's watching them. They can start that journey without feeling like, oh, people are going to think that, I can't hang. I can't keep up with everybody else. But I like to say it's like a pyramid. And when you start with the capsules and you start with the protein shakes, that's the bottom of the pyramid. And every time you do something else, you eat a salad, you go exercise, every time you do something else, you go up the pyramid. Now, if you have a bad day, you didn't exercise, you didn't eat that salad, but guess what? What's at the bottom of that pyramid is the capsules, is the fruits and vitamins, is the minerals. So you always have that base and that foundation. And if you constantly keep working your way up to that peak, that's what's going to help you out.
Exactly.
Got it. Justin, I like how you said to give yourself credit, because there's so many other things out there that, interest people, like lose 5 pounds in 5 days. And, when you don't lose those 5 pounds, it sucks and it can get you really discouraged. And the way that we're all supporting each other and doing this is, I like to say it's more healthy, a healthier way of doing it. And so what? You lost a half of a pound. It's a half a pound that is off, that wasn't off last week, So I like that, because we really need to remember that.
Absolutely. Good observation. Thank you, Michelle.
Yeah, that's so true. Celebrate even the littlest thing. That's awesome. Any other questions? Or I know it's getting late and some of us have bedtime and some have dinner time. And for those of us that are here in Mamaroneck, we've got a class at Push Fitness tomorrow night. So we'll be seeing you tomorrow night, which is exciting.
Shredders.
All you
Go with our
honeybees,
shredding the bleep out of
all you
January.
honeybees better stop by and get a workout and meet me in person.
We'll be buzzing
Just
in.
being over this little thumbtack of me.
We will. Oh, thank you so much, Justin.
Thank you, Justin.
Thank you, Justin.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for having me on. I
Really
appreciate it.
appreciate it. Thanks for getting on, everyone, tonight. Have a great night.